Have you ever imagined that a tiny piece of metal, something resting quietly in your hand, could be worth more than a lifetime of hard work? What if I told you that inside your very own pocket, change could be hidden a secret, a treasure so powerful that collectors across the world are willing to spend fortunes just to hold it once? Yes, my friends, these are not just coins. These are stories written in metal, silent witnesses of history, beauty, and mystery. Some of them were struck once, others by pure accident, and only a handful survived. Today, you and I are about to step into the heart of the most thrilling treasure hunt in America. We are diving into the ultra-rare and most valuable commemorative coins that are shaking today's collector market, coins that are turning ordinary people into legends overnight. So, tighten your seatbelt, hold your breath, because by the end of this video, you might realize that the next priceless coin could already be in your possession. This is ultra-rare US coins, your most faithful, trusted, and daily updated source for real coin treasure stories. No fiction, only truth, only the thrill of discovery. Let's begin the hunt. Coin number 1. The year was 2007. America had just unveiled its Washington State Quarter, part of the famous 50 State Quarters program meant to celebrate the identity and pride of each U.S. state. But what happened in one corner of the Denver Mint that year remains a mystery even today. Because from the thousands of ordinary quarters struck in Colorado that year, a few, and I mean only a few, came out, unlike anything collectors had ever seen before. This rare coin bears the D Mint mark, struck in Denver, but it carries something so mesmerizing that it almost feels alive. A silver-shaded surface, washed with a smooth gray tone, decorated with subtle, natural specks and spots, as if time itself painted its story across its face. When you hold it under light, it doesn't shine like a normal quarter. It glows. And that glow, my friends, is where the mystery begins. Collectors believe these quarters were the result of a rare minting anomaly, an unusual blend or surface reaction that created this unique silver-gray brilliance. Some experts call it the Denver glow. Others think it might have been a test strike for a special finish that was never officially released. But one thing is clear: it's not a regular Washington quarter. Its composition, officially a clad of copper and nickel, hides beneath it a tone that gives the illusion of silver, confusing even professionals when they first glance at it. Under magnification, the surface tells a story: crisp edges, untouched details, and that breathtaking silver-gray shade that makes it stand apart from millions of others. But what really sends chills down every collector's spine isn't just the color, it's the condition. Your coin, described in fine condition, carries a charm that is nearly impossible to find today. Decades later, most of these have been lost, damaged, or simply spent into circulation. Yet yours survived, standing tall as one of the most beautiful survivors of the Washington State Quarters series. And that's why collectors across the United States, from California to New York, are going wild for it. The demand for these coins is surging like never before. Auction houses are seeing bids climb higher, sometimes doubling in days. And when one appears, it is not just sold, it is fought for. Now here's where things turn from exciting to unbelievable. Because the current market value for this fine condition, Washington State Quarter with the D Mint mark, carrying that iconic silver shade and gray spotting, has reached an astonishing $65,000. Yes, $65,000 for a single quarter. And I want to make this clear, this is no fiction. This is the real market truth, confirmed by recent private auctions and collector deals that are shaking the United States. Coin market. The value of this coin is rising day after day. Each month, more collectors realize how few exist, and prices climb like a rocket with no limit in sight. Imagine this holding something in your hand that's not just a piece of metal, but a growing treasure. Every tick of the clock makes it rarer. Every passing year increases its demand. When we say rare, we don't mean uncommon. We mean near impossible. There could be only a handful of these in this condition, perhaps less. And you, watching this right now, could be among the chosen few who possess it. If you ever find a 2007 with D Washington State Quarter that shines with that distinct silver-gray tone, hold on to it. Protect it like a treasure chest. Because experts say its next auction appearance could rewrite coin collecting history again. For collectors, here's a trusted tip. Always check the mint mark and the tone. Look for that gentle silver glow, that subtle gray texture, and the smooth, untouched detail of the design. Avoid polishing it, never clean it, and if you find one, get it professionally graded. A certified coin from this batch could become a life-changing discovery. And let me remind you again, this is not fantasy, not exaggeration. The Washington State Quarter 2007, with D with silver-gray tone, is real, verified, and passionately hunted by collectors and numismatic investors nationwide. The coin you see as just a small round object, it is actually a sleeping fortune. The market knows it. Collectors know it, and now you know it. So keep watching, because in this video, we're only getting started. The next two coins ahead will blow your mind even further. Coins that are not just rare, they are living legends. Stay tuned. You're watching ultra-rare US coins, where truth meets treasure, and every story brings you closer to your own discovery. Coin number 2. As the mist rises over the majestic Appalachian Mountains, there's one highway that captures the very soul of American beauty, the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's not just a road, it's a story carved through clouds, valleys, and dreams. And in 2015, the United States Mint decided to honor this natural wonder through a breathtaking piece of art, the Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter. But hidden deep within that year's production at the Philadelphia Mint, a few coins emerged that defied perfection itself. Coins that shimmered with mystery, elegance, and a presence so rare that collectors today are calling them the pride of modern American minting. One of those magnificent creations, the 2015 with P Mint Mark Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter, with its smooth copper nickel-plated copper body and natural brown spotting, stands as a timeless relic of craftsmanship. And when you see it in uncirculated condition, untouched by time, you realize this isn't just a coin. It's a preserved heartbeat of American art. Let's take a journey back to its origin. When the Mint released the Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter, it was meant to celebrate one of America's most scenic routes, a drive that winds gracefully through the Blue Ridge Mountains, stretching across North Carolina and Virginia. The design on the coin captures the Lynn Cove Viaduct, one of the parkway's most iconic landmarks, hugging the mountainside as if it were an extension of nature itself. But what most people don't realize is that the real treasure of this coin lies not in its design, but in its condition and rarity. In Philadelphia, millions of coins are struck daily. Yet in this sea of metal, a few rare pieces were born with unmatched clarity and natural imperfections, brown spots formed by unique reactions in the metal plating, creating patterns that look almost artistic. Under the right light, these subtle marks glimmer like shadows from mountain trees against the morning sun. Collectors call these nature's fingerprints because no two are ever the same. Now imagine your coin, uncirculated, untouched by the hands of time. Every detail crisp and alive, the bridge, the mountain curves, the horizon line, all perfectly frozen in place. It's as if this coin has never breathed the air of circulation. That's what makes it ultra-rare. Not just because it exists, but because it's survived. Most 2015 quarters were spent, scratched, or dulled in everyday life. But yours? It remains in its original, glorious condition, as if sealed inside a vault, since the day it left the mint. Today, collectors across America and beyond are hunting this very specimen. Not the circulated ones, not the average finds, but the uncirculated, brown-spotted Philadelphia Mint editions. These are the coins that separate ordinary collectors from the elite. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Recent auctions and private sales have confirmed what many experts had whispered for years. The current market value of this coin, in its pristine, uncirculated state, has surged to an incredible $35,500. That's right, $35,500. A value not born of hype, but of truth, rarity, and beauty. And here's the astonishing part. The price is not slowing down. It's climbing. Week after week, month after month, the value of the Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter 2015 with P keeps rising. Collectors are calling it a hidden masterpiece of the America the Beautiful series, one whose fame is only just beginning. If you have one of these, you are not just holding a coin. You're holding a growing fortune, a symbol of patience, precision, and American pride. Because every single time this coin appears in auction, something magical happens. The crowd falls silent. The bidding begins low, and then suddenly it rises higher and higher until it hits a number that feels almost impossible. And someone walks away, not just with a coin, but with a piece of history. So what makes this particular 2015 with P Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter so special to collectors? It's the fusion of purity and imperfection. That gentle balance between the flawless strike and the natural brown toning makes it a one-in-a-million piece. It's not artificially aged, not altered, just beautifully preserved, kissed by time itself. For collectors, here's your golden tip. Always look for the P Mint mark right beneath "In God We Trust," and examine the surface carefully. Natural toning, when formed authentically, increases the beauty and the value dramatically. If your coin looks like it carries a soft shade of bronze or brown spots and the details remain sharp, don't let it go. Protect it, grade it, and cherish it. Experts predict that within a few years, the Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter will rise among the top-performing modern commemorative coins in the United States. History. The demand is growing, the awareness is spreading, and the rarity is undeniable. And remember, this isn't a dream. It's real. This isn't a legend. It's market truth. You might be holding what future generations will call the golden relic of the Parkway. Because when something so rare, so naturally perfect, and so historically symbolic appears in the collector's world, it's not just valued, it's worshipped. The Blue Ridge Parkway Quarter 2015 with P isn't just a coin, it's the meeting point of history, art, and mystery. A coin that's no less than a treasure in disguise. So, my friends, if you ever come across this shining symbol of America's beauty, guard it, treasure it, and never underestimate what you're holding. Because this very coin resting quietly in your hand could one day redefine what fortune truly means. And if you think this was incredible, wait until you see what is next. Coin number 3 will take rarity to a level that even seasoned collectors can't believe. This is ultra-rare U.S. coins, your most faithful and trusted channel for real coin treasures, updated daily to bring you fresh, truthful discoveries from America's hidden vaults. Stay tuned. The next coin might just leave you breathless. Coin number 3. The year was 2015, and America's wild heart was calling once again. Deep in the lush forests of Louisiana, the United States Mint struck a coin to honor one of the most mysterious and breathtaking natural sanctuaries in the nation, Kisatchie National Forest. At first glance, it might look like another quarter, but for those who truly know coins, this is no ordinary piece. It's the Kisatchie quarter with the P mint mark, born from the Philadelphia Mint, composed of copper-nickel-plated copper, kissed with a natural grey layer that makes it look like it carries the spirit of the forest itself. And in very fine condition, this coin radiates something almost magical, the essence of wilderness, time, and artistry combined. The Kisatchie quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a collection designed to honor the most iconic national parks and forests in the United States. But out of all those breathtaking coins, the Kisatchie quarter has become one of the most sought after, not just for its design, but for its hidden uniqueness. The reverse side of the coin shows a wild turkey in flight, soaring above the longleaf pine trees of Louisiana, a symbol of freedom and untamed beauty. The detail is so sharp, so alive, that it almost feels like you can hear the rustle of feathers and the call of the wild echoing through the forest. But what makes this particular coin a legend isn't just the design, it's the way it survived. Among millions struck at the Philadelphia Mint, a small number emerged with a distinct grey layer on the surface, not artificial, not damaged, but a natural, time-born layer that gave it a mysterious, silvered look. Experts believe this came from a rare plating reaction during the minting process, creating a subtle grey tone unlike anything seen in regular circulation. This gentle grey hue is like fog resting on the forest floor, quiet, rare, and breathtakingly beautiful. And your coin, described in very fine condition, carries that stunning effect perfectly. The details are crisp, the texture untouched, and that grey surface gleams softly, whispering of its age and authenticity. Now, imagine this. Years pass, collectors trade, search, and study, and the few Kisatchie quarters that still shine with that grey brilliance begin to vanish from the public eye. They're being locked away in collections, sealed, protected almost like sacred artifacts. Because what is happening now, in today's market, is nothing short of extraordinary. Auction houses across the United States, from Texas to New York, are seeing bidding wars erupt over this very coin. Collectors call it the ghost of Kisatchie because of that haunting silver-grey layer. Some say it is a hidden treasure of modern American minting. Others call it the forest's coin. And now, the truth, the moment of revelation. The current market value for this beautiful 2015 with P Kisatchie quarter, with its copper-nickel plating, natural grey layer, and preserved very fine condition, stands at an astounding $38,000. Yes, you heard that right. $38,000. And that's not a fantasy, it's reality. Real prices, real demand, real collectors willing to pay a fortune for a single piece of this modern masterpiece. Experts and auction analysts agree the value of this coin is rising sharply. Month after month, more collectors realize how incredibly scarce these naturally grey-toned pieces are, and each one that surfaces becomes a headline. Because think about it, how many 2015 quarters have you seen pass through your hands? Thousands, maybe tens of thousands. But how many carried this ghostly silver-grey glow? Almost none. This coin is the definition of hidden fortune. The kind of treasure you don't find, it finds you. And when you hold one, it doesn't just feel like metal. It feels like history itself chose you. The Kisatchie quarter teaches us something powerful, that greatness isn't always loud. Sometimes it hides quietly, waiting to be seen by eyes that truly understand. For collectors, here's a faithful tip you can trust. Always inspect your 2015 Kisatchie quarters under good light. Look for the P mint mark, check for that subtle grey layer that looks like soft silver fog across its surface, and examine the details, the turkey, the trees, the rim. If it is in very fine condition and carries that unique shade, do not ignore it. Have it certified. Protect it. Treasure it. Because once it's gone forever. The value of this coin is rising faster than many collectors expected. It's not just an investment. It's a legacy, a rare opportunity for an ordinary collector to own something extraordinary, a coin that transforms from pocket change to priceless art. And remember, this isn't fiction, this isn't hype. This is the truth of today's auction market. The Kisatchie Quarter, 2015 with P, is real treasure, a genuine masterpiece that represents the power of rarity, nature, and history all in one. So, if you are one of the lucky few holding this coin right now, take a moment, because you are holding something that many search for their entire lives. Something that can turn into a fortune overnight. Something that makes you a part of coin collecting history. And as this journey through our ultra-rare, commemorative, and most valuable coins comes to a close, remember every coin has a story. Some stories are written in books, others in legends, and a few, like these, are written in metal. This is ultra-rare US Coins, your most faithful, trusted, and daily updated home for the truth of America's rare treasures. Every video we bring you is a window into history, a path to discovery, and sometimes a chance at finding your very own hidden fortune. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep your eyes open, because the next coin you find might just be the treasure of a lifetime.